In the quiet corners of bustling cities and the serene suburbs, life unfolds in moments of laughter, joy, and sometimes sorrow. Among the many threads woven into the fabric of daily existence, alcohol and smoking often find their way into social gatherings and personal routines. They are not merely substances but companions to celebrations, sources of comfort in solitude, and sometimes, the silent architects of heart disease. The hidden threats they pose are often overshadowed by the glimmer of immediate gratification, yet their long-term impact on health is profound and far-reaching. Take the story of Robert, a middle-aged man whose life revolved around his family and his job as a high school teacher. He was well-liked, known for his infectious laughter and the way he could make even the most mundane subjects come alive for his students. Yet beneath that jovial exterior lay a growing dependence on alcohol. It started innocently enough, with a glass of wine to unwind after a long day. Over time, those glasses turned into bottles, and what was once a casual habit morphed into a nightly ritual. Robert justified his drinking as a way to cope with the stress of teaching and the pressures of life. He thought of it as a harmless indulgence, a way to relax and escape. But as the years passed, Robert began to notice subtle changes in his body. He would wake up feeling sluggish, his heart racing inexplicably at times. The doctor's visits became more frequent, each one a reminder of the toll his choices were taking. "It's just a bit of high blood pressure," he told himself, dismissing the warnings. He had read about the risks associated with alcohol, but the allure of that evening drink was too strong. It was during one of those routine checkups that he learned the harsh truth. His heart was struggling. The doctor explained how alcohol consumption could lead to cardiomyopathy, a condition where the heart muscle weakens, making it harder for the heart to pump blood effectively. Robert felt a wave of denial wash over him. Surely, he thought, it couldn't be that serious. Simultaneously, his childhood friend Mark had a different relationship with substances. Mark had been a smoker since his teenage years, a habit he picked up during a rebellious phase. He reveled in the camaraderie that came with smoking, the shared moments outside the bar, the bonding over a cigarette. But as the years rolled on, the camaraderie began to feel like a chain. Mark's health deteriorated slowly but surely. He often found himself short of breath, struggling to keep up with his children during their weekend soccer games. The doctor's warnings echoed in his mind, but the addiction was a beast he felt powerless to tame. Each time he tried to quit, the cravings clawed at him, pulling him back into the familiar embrace of nicotine. The two friends, Robert and Mark, found themselves at a crossroads, both battling the hidden threats of their choices. Robert's heart condition worsened, leading to a series of hospital visits that revealed the extent of his alcohol-induced damage. Meanwhile, Mark learned he had developed chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, a consequence of years of smoking. The doctor explained how smoking not only affected his lungs, but also significantly increased his risk of heart disease. The realization hit them both like a freight train. Their habits were not just personal choices, they were ticking time bombs, silently wreaking havoc on their bodies and futures. As they navigated their respective health crises, the impact of their choices rippled beyond their own lives. Robert's family felt the strain of his illness. His children, once carefree and playful, now carried the weight of worry. They watched their father struggle with fatigue, his laughter becoming a rare sound. The family dinners that once bubbled with joy turned into somber gatherings where silence often filled the air. Mark's wife, too, felt the burden. She had always been supportive of his choices, but the reality of his health made her question their future together. The thought of raising their children alone haunted her, and the stress began to seep into their marriage. The broader implications of alcohol and smoking extend far beyond individual stories. They create a societal burden that manifests in healthcare costs, lost productivity, and emotional strain. The healthcare system grapples with the fallout of preventable diseases, pouring resources into treating conditions that could have been avoided with healthier lifestyle choices. Communities bear the weight of addiction, as families struggle to cope with the ramifications of their loved ones' habits. The cycle of addiction and illness perpetuates itself, as children of smokers and heavy drinkers often find themselves drawn into the same patterns, unaware of the legacy they inherit. As Robert and Mark faced their realities, they began to seek help. Support groups became a lifeline, a place where they could share their struggles and learn from others who walked similar paths. They discovered that vulnerability could be a source of strength, and in sharing their stories, they found a sense of purpose. They became advocates for healthier choices, sharing their experiences with students and community members. They spoke about the hidden threats of alcohol and smoking, not just as statistics, but as lived experiences that could resonate with others. Their journey was not easy. Recovery is a winding road filled with setbacks and triumphs. Robert learned to find joy in activities that didn't revolve around alcohol, rediscovering hobbies he had long abandoned. Mark embraced a healthier lifestyle, replacing cigarettes with exercise and mindfulness. They supported each other, celebrating small victories and holding each other accountable. Their friendship deepened, forged in the fires of adversity, and they became beacons of hope for others caught in the same struggles. The narrative of Robert and Mark reflects a broader truth about alcohol and smoking, the hidden threats they pose to health, families, and society. It is a call to awareness, urging individuals to look beyond the immediate gratification these substances may provide and consider the long-term consequences. As they navigated their battles, they learned that change is possible, that it's never too late to reclaim one's health and redefine one's future. Their stories serve as a reminder that while the allure of alcohol and smoking may be strong, the power of resilience and community can light the way toward a healthier, more fulfilling life.